You there, sitting at home, acknowledge me.
2021, without a doubt, was the year of Roman Reigns, as he had the single most dominant performance throughout. On the other side of the coin, there were many former champions who had so many losses you have to wonder what is next for them. Here are 6 WWE superstars who had the worst track record in 2021. We'll start with a special mention, Charlotte Flair. This one is hard to believe. She may be the reigning SmackDown Women's Champion, but she is one of only 2 women to have suffered more than 20 losses in all of last year. Flair wrestled 45 matches in 2021, and out of those, she was able to win 21 and lost 22. The other 2 matches ended without a result. It's quite surprising because she has been Raw and SmackDown Women's Champion on separate occasions for nearly 6 months now, yet she has come up short in so many matches. But she somehow has this reputation of never putting anybody over. Moving on to the top 5 now, we will start with the show-off Dolph Ziggler, who had quite the 2021, where he did spend much of the year in a tag team with Robert Roode. The 2 men have pushed for the tag team championships on multiple occasions, but judging by Ziggler's win-loss record, he could have been the man holding the team back. The former world champion wrestled 36 matches over the course of the year and lost 25 of them. Ziggler was able to pick up 11 wins, which works out at less than 1 every 4 weeks. Many of those losses were from early on in the year, though, when Ziggler and Roode were actually the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, engaged in a feud with Dominic and Rey Mysterio. Comparatively, 2022 has been good to Dolph so far, and it would not be surprising to see him maybe win the United States Championship at some point down the road. Number 4, Sami Zayn. The former NXT and Intercontinental Champion has been playing up the conspiracy theory storyline for more than a year now, and we won't lie, there might be some truth to it. The Great Liberator has picked up just 9 victories in 12 months, which does play into his theory that there is some kind of force working against him within WWE. Zayn wrestled 35 matches for the company last year and lost 26 of them, the biggest one coming at WrestleMania when he was beat by his longtime frenemy Kevin Owens. Another significant loss happened a few weeks before the new year when he faced Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship, but tapped out to the Tribal Chief in less than 20 seconds. But at least Sami can argue that if it wasn't for Brock Lesnar, that match may have been a little bit more competitive. Number 3, Shelton Benjamin. To say Benjamin had an interesting year in 2021 would be putting it mildly. His role in the Hurt Business did allow him to wrestle in a number of matches on the main roster, but he also spent some time on main event and was able to wrestle 35 matches over the course of the entire year. Of these 35, Benjamin lost 28 of them, meaning he only racked up 7 wins in all of 2021. Just like Dolph Ziggler, the year started out quite well for Benjamin, as he and Cedric Alexander were the Raw Tag Team Champions for some time, but it all went downhill following the split of the Hurt Business. Multiple losses against Cedric did not help his case either. You might be surprised to know that Veer Mahaan holds a victory over the former United States and Intercontinental Champion, courtesy of their encounter on the last main event of 2021. Number 2, apparently the not-so-phenomenal anymore AJ Styles. Perhaps the most shocking name on this list, the former WWE Champion had a very roller coaster year, from winning the Raw Tag Team Championships to being betrayed by his former ally Omos. It is easy to understand why the Giant believed Styles was holding him back when his win-loss record is taken into account. Styles lost 28 of the 52 matches that he wrestled in all of last year. Omos, again, a factor behind some of these losses, as Styles was mostly involved in singles action when it came to advancing the feuds with other tag teams, and he often lost those bouts. With an end to his alliance with Omos, 2022 seems promising for AJ once again. He did pick up a win over Grayson Waller on NXT, and it may not be very long before he is getting a well-deserved singles push once again. And number 1, it is a tie between Drew Gulak and Shayna Baszler. Gulak spent much of his recent WWE career on 205 Live or wrestling on Main Event, or the former Cruiserweight Champion has had several cameos on Raw over the course of the year when he's included in the 24/7 Championship chase. In 2021, Gulak wrestled 33 matches and lost 30 of them, giving him the worst loss record in all of WWE. Interestingly, all of the matches that he won were against Akira Tozawa. As for the female side of things, Shayna Baszler had the worst record despite seemingly carrying the women's roster in 2021 with 56 matches. Baszler lost 30 of those and she only won 24. Although an extremely talented athlete, so many losses indeed tarnished her gimmick as the Queen of Spades, and hopefully 2022 will finally be the year that we see Shayna Baszler return to that killer that she was leading into WrestleMania 36. That's our video this time around. Make sure to give us the old thumbs up there, and also make sure to subscribe to Wrestle Binge by Sportskeeda for more content like this.